Do you know there are lots of ex-losers who have become champions in their various fields and vocations? They failed woefully. They became an embarrassment to their family, to their neighbors, to everyone around them. But today, their voices are loud. Don't see failure as the final. Failure is an event. It's like attending a party. The party will be over. That is why I said failure is an event. I've seen people, after they have failed multiple times, they come back and become a voice of knowledge, of understanding, of wisdom in that particular field. The man that owns Disneyland, Walt Disney, was fired from work as a newspaper staff because he lacked creativity. The first animation he made, he went bankrupt. Lack creativity. He faced a lot of rejections, failure, rejections, challenges are for champions. Later, he became so creative that he's a god, small g god, of Disneyland today, which has become a household name. That tells you something. Take it to the bank. Life can only afford to reward people that are dogged, resilient, determined against all odds to become a voice in their generation. Oprah Winfrey, he had a serious, difficult childhood. He was fired from work as a television reporter because he's not fit for TV, for crying out loud. Do you know today, Oprah Winfrey is the most influential woman in the world today and is a multi-millionaire, a woman. J.K. Rowling was a single mother living in a place of shame, reproach, embarrassment. In the process, he wrote a novel called Harry Potter novel. A lot of publishers rejected her, telling her, what nonsense, what are you writing? She was rejected. She now wrote a book that today, all over America, they have her book in their various shelves. They have animated some of her poem, pictures of what she wrote in Harry Potter. Today, in America, I'm saying that again, they have Harry Potter Day. Albert Einstein couldn't speak until he was 4 years old. He couldn't read until he was 7 years old. His teacher labeled him slow, unsociable. Anybody can label anybody. Don't label yourself. He later won the Nobel Prize in physics for his theory of relativity. That tells you something. Failure, challenges, things that stops us or wants to stop you cannot stop you until you stop yourself. I'm just giving you insight to people who are world-class representative today because they never had it easy. You know, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple before, and they co-founded it, they threw him away, and he went back. Hey, go back and gather energy to fire back. Job returned to Apple as a CEO and led the company to develop iMac, iTunes, iPod, iPhones, and iPads. Failure is not the final. Maybe you are hearing me now, you are feeling the pain. It's like a labor pain of failure. Welcome to the world of greatness. I'm sure you have heard about Thomas Edison. made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts inventing bulb. When a reporter asked him, "How did you feel failing 1,000 times?" Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Hey! The battlefield is in the mind. You win, you lose in your mind. I've seen a lot of people that have so much potentials, but the challenge is the moment they fail once, they back off, bury their head in the mud, walking as if they have hunchback, making the world to think that the whole world has collapsed on them. The battlefield is in the mind. But what creates our minds? What gave us a mind that is strong, resilient, unshakable, unbreakable, standing up and standing out? What gave us that mind? My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. This is Shematters on Fresh FM 106.9. On behalf of Dr. Inkajo Elaifele, the visionary leader of Fresh FM worldwide, I welcome you to Shematters on Fresh FM 106.9 Ado Ekiti. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré sọ nǹkan kan fún wa torí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ mi ní Yorùbá. Ṣé rí tí a bá sọ pé èèyàn kùnà tàbí kò ṣe dáadáa tàbí pé bó ṣe rò kò já sí, bó ṣe ní lọ́kàn kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, àsìkò téèyàn ń sá sẹ́yìn kọ́ nìyẹn. Àsìkò tí èèyàn máa tún gùn. Yorùbá ní tí ẹṣin bá dáni, ó ní a máa ń tún gùn ni. Tí ẹṣin, ìlọsókè, ìgòkè, ọrọ̀, nǹkan ńláńlá, ibi gíga tó bá ti gbé wa ṣubú, kì í ṣègbà yẹn la máa ní mi ì ṣe mọ́. Mo wá dárúkọ àwọn èèyàn kàkàǹkà tó jẹ́ pé ibi ìdágúnlẹ̀, ibi ìṣubú, ibi àìlèbẹ́gbẹ́jọ, àìlèbọ́gbàjọ, ibẹ̀ náà ti dìde padà lẹ́yìn tán ṣubú. Ẹni tó ṣe globe tí gbogbo wa ń wò lénìí ta fi ń tanná 1,000 times, ẹgbẹ̀rún kan ló fi kùnà tó fi di ẹni tó wá jẹ́ pé lénìí o, kò sí bí ẹ ṣe máa wo ìmọ́lẹ̀ nínú yàrá yín pẹ̀lú globe tí kò ní jẹ́ wípé Thomas Edison ló wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé alàgbà, ẹgbẹ̀rún kan ọ̀nà 1,000 times ló máa fèèlì. Ó ní rárá o, òun ò fèèlì ní 1,000 times. Òun kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe dáadáa ju bóun ṣe ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ ni. Òun fi mọ̀ sí bí a ṣe máa ń hùwà sí ìkùnà nìyẹn. Bá a ṣe máa ń ṣe sí tí a bá dán nǹkan wò tí ò rí bá a ṣe fẹ́, tí ò lọ bó ṣe wù wá, bá a ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. A kì í sọ pé ó tán síbẹ̀ nìyẹn, ó parí nìyẹn. Àwọn ará Amẹ́ríkà lénìí, Disneyland, I'm going to Disneyland, I'm going to Disneyland. Ẹni tó dá sílẹ̀, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí? Orúkọ ẹ̀ ní Walt Disney. Ó kùnà, wọ́n dá dúró níbi iṣẹ́, wọ́n ní kò lè ronú, kò lọ́pọlọ, wọ́n lè dànù. Ó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ Disney story ẹ̀, ó tún kùnà, ó tún jẹ gbèsè ní báǹkì. Ṣùgbọ́n lénìí, ìran mẹ́wàá kò lè kùnà, kò lè kùtà, kò lè mọ òṣì mọ́ ní ìran ẹ̀. Torí pé kí ni? Ó ti mọ̀ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ má rí ìkùnà bíi ó parí nìyẹn, mo ṣe mistake. Tèmi bá ti ṣe mistake, tí bá ti rí pé mo dẹ̀ ti kùnà o, àbí mo sọ nǹkan nù, àbí mo dá nǹkan nù, màá ní next. Adánilóró, agbára ló fi kọ́ ni. Màá gbọ́n ara mi ni. Wọ́n ní tọmọdé bá ṣubú, á wo wájú. Tágbàlagbà bá ṣubú, á wẹ̀yìn. Ẹ mọ̀dí tí ọmọdé fi ń ṣubú tó ń wo wájú. Màá máa rìn lọ náà ni. Mo lè ṣubú o, màá rìn. Màá lọ síwájú, màá máa lọ síwájú. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, tẹ́ bá ti ṣubú, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa wò. Ẹ̀yin ò lọ́bi kankan mọ́ nìyẹn. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa ń ṣòro fún àwọn àgbàlagbà láti dìde lẹ́yìn ìkùnà. Ṣùgbọ́n ọmọdé á ní ẹ̀tẹ̀já káwò practically. Ọmọ yín rákòrò, ó ṣubú, ó dìde, ó fi agbọ̀n, ó fi gbálẹ̀. wọ́n láti rán àgbọ̀n yẹn ni o kó wá jókòó pé láyé mi ò rí mọ́ fúnra yín lẹ máa kó ẹgbà sí lẹ́sẹ̀ pé rìn jọ no matter what rìn sáré rìn torí pé kí ni kò sẹ́ni tó ń jókòó sórí pé mo kùnà àìlè tẹ̀síwájú àìlè lọ síbi gíga kí ló máa ń fà á ìdí ẹ̀ ni mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ lénìí ṣé ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́ mi ní èdè abínibí wa ó lè má ṣeé ṣe fún mi lénìí láti sọ Yorùbá púpọ̀ torí pé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ máa bá wa sọ yìí kí tiẹ̀ ló máa ń dé tó jẹ́ pé tí àwọn èèyàn bá ti kùnà àgàgà ní ilẹ̀ aláwọ̀ dúdú ní Áfíríkà gbogbo àwọn tí mo dárúkọ yìí Oprah Winfrey, Thomas Edison, gbogbo wọn yẹn Steve Jobs tó ṣe Apple iPhone, Albert Einstein, Rollins, Oprah Winfrey, Walt Disney gbogbo wọn yìí àwọn òyìnbó mò ń dárúkọ o kí ló dé kí ló fà á kò síbi tí ìṣe yìí ò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ máa bá wa sọ lénìí kò síbi tí ìṣe yìí ò sí ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó jẹ́ òyìnbó aláwọ̀ funfun wọ́n ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ kan oore ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn ni ìmọ̀ àti wípé tí nǹkan bá ń ṣe wọ́n wọ́n á wá oníṣègùn lọ. I'm going to shift to English now. I'm telling us that a lot of people in the other side of the world, America, British, tó bá ṣáà ti jẹ́ aláwọ̀ funfun, they have their challenges, they have their troubles, they go through a lot. But how is it that when they stumble, when they make mistakes, when they fall, they rise? When they have made mistakes more than 1,000 times, they will say, I've known 1,000 times to do it better. Why is it not like that in Africa? Why is it that when we fall, we are falling? When we lose, we have lost. When we make mistakes, it is permanent. Why? I said something. All other countries, they have their own. Everybody stems from a home. The program is Shematters. Everybody stems from a family system. And your family system determines how further and further and faster you will go in life. Right? In other parts of the world, they have this intention. They have this determination. They have family values. It's not all of them. Don't get me wrong. Please understand. Family values, they have it. They make sure that they have a family system that supports each other. Now, the people I've just mentioned, they might have battles outside. But one person, maybe the father, the mother, the siblings, will support the vision, will encourage the person. Sometimes they don't even have any encouragement in the family system. They don't have anybody to help them. But there is this exposure. They are exposed to the truth of one thing, seeking solution. Africa, our culture, something will be wrong with us. Even physically, lórí health, physical health. Mama manage ẹ ní o. Ẹsẹ̀ tí ń ro ẹ́, o ti over 60, orúnkún ń ro ẹ́, apá ń ro ẹ́, ọrùn ń ro ẹ́. You will leave it until tó bá di pé doctor wa ní ẹ máa fi igi rìn ni. Which you can address immediately. Yorùbá ní kékeré náà ti ń pe ẹ̀kan ìrókò. Tó bá dàgbà, ó máa di wàhálà ni. That is the kind of mentality we have that white people don't have. When they have a problem, they seek professional help. If they are having stomach ache, they go to the doctor that will treat them of their stomach pain. They will not say, I want to pray on water. I'll put salt in water. Different funny theories that at the end of the day will now destroy, truncate the vision or the health of the person in question. Listen to me today. Help is available. God promised us. He said he has given us everything that pertains to life. This life. There is nothing we want in life that is not available. I'm telling you the truth. It has to do with looking for counselors, therapists, doctors, lawyers, bankers for emotional wounds. You were raped, you were abused, your children are giving you problems, things are not working the way you plan, your husband cheated on you, they robbed you, somebody died close to you, emotional wounds. You see a therapist and a counselor, in which I am one. You are struggling with your business. You are not financially stable. You have made a lot of losses in business plans. You see a business counselor. You seek help in the area of your struggles. You have pain in your body, constant headache, constant stomach upset. You are not feeling your body is aching you. You go to the doctor, medical doctor. This is how God has made us. He has wired us to be able to lean on each other, seek help. And let me be honest with you, that help is not free. You can't tell me you have financial crisis and you need a financial advisor and the person will not charge you for consultation. You are physically sick, you go to the hospital, they will start charging you from the card, Egba card. The doctor, get a card, go and see the doctor. They start charging you for those services. If you have emotional problem, psychological problem, challenges, what do? You go and get a counselor and a therapist. Ẹlòmíì, your marriage is struggling like, ìwọ gan mọ̀ pé, tí n bá dẹ̀ rèèyàn help me o. If I get a counselor and get somebody that will help me, it won't be as bad as this. Obomora. Odake. In the next 10 years, what you don't treat will not be treated. You are sick in your body. You don't see the doctor. It will be getting worse. You have financial crisis. You don't see a financial advisor. It's going to get worse. You have emotional problem, psychological problem. You are not seeking therapy. You are not looking for counselor. It's going to get worse. I remember several years ago, I had these fungal infections on my nails. It was really bad. My toenail, the pain was excruciating. And the person doing my pedicure said, "Mommy, let's remove this nail and treat it." I said, no. I love my open shoes. Don't remove my nails. Blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, I was going to preach in one church in America and my nails fell off and blood was everywhere. And for 2 weeks, I was preaching. I couldn't wear slippers and I heard it clearly. Anything you cover will decay. If you are covering anything, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your financial health, all your well-being, if you are covering it in pain, in shame, you just don't want anybody to show that you have a problem. You don't want people to know, oh, forget it. It will blow on your face. At the time when you want to seek help, you might have lost so much. You might have even lost your health to permanent terminal disease. It's like also having a lump in any part of your body. And somebody say, go and check it. Oh, lump can turn to cancer. I say, don't worry, I'll be drinking hot water for the lump to melt. It can turn to cancer. Early stage of cancer can be addressed. When you get to the second, the third, and the fourth stage is death. Financial death, matrimonial death. You have been going through the same problem in your marriage since you have been married. You have not gotten a solution. You have done anything. You have done family meeting. Everybody has gathered. But there's no difference. Get a professional help. Seek intervention. This your headache has been on for long. To go and come back, go and come back. Please, go and see the doctor. It is not a sin. It is not lack of faith to know what is wrong with you. Yorùbá ní tọ́lọ́run bá ti fọ̀tá ẹni hàn ni kò lè pani mọ́. And there is no problem that we're having today, that we face today, that does not have solution. It is you that is refusing to seek help. So make sure you do something about whatever is making you uncomfortable. Pain is not an enemy. Pain is a friend. Pain is telling you, seek help. Any form of pain, any form of discomfort, tó bá ní, ó ń sọ pé get counselor, get therapist, get doctor, get advisor, counseling. Do you know that in the multitude of counseling there is safety? With a good counsel, you can make a war. You can go to battlefield conveniently and you will win. You can't keep covering your shame, your pain, what you are not comfortable with. You can't keep covering it. If you cover it for a very long time, you will just discover that you are not making headway, you are on the spot, you are stagnant, you'll be crying, which is not necessary. Hear me. One of the beauty of having somebody to talk to is that you will sit down and you will unburden. Gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lọ́kàn ẹ tó gbé yín lọ́kàn sókè, a lè sùn, a lè wò, you give it to that person. That's their own job, to help you to be free from mental, emotional, psychological struggle. If that is your problem, doctor, drop it there. Accounts officer, drop it there. Business management, drop it there. There are people that are informed, they are witty, they know this job. Give them the job to do. You will sleep, you will rest. Because I don't want life to lay you to rest. You have been given all that pertain to life and godliness. I want to quickly share some things with you about the life that is difficult to seek help. Àwọn wo gangan ni wọn kì í lè sọ pé, help me, mo ní problem, ẹ ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Irú àwọn wo ni wọ́n? I want us to see them today. Tá a bá parí ẹ̀ léni, a máa parí ẹ̀ next week. People that are in a position that they need help, and at the end of the day, nothing. They refuse to seek help because they have issues. Before I go to that today, I want to ask everybody listening to me. If you know this person, I need that person urgently. Please, I will mention the person's name, the family. If you know them or you know her, please send me a message. I have an urgent message for that person. Please don't hesitate to tell me about this person's whereabouts. Her name is Adejoke. She's a fashion designer. Her siblings, name, family, àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀, orúkọ wọn ni Adeshina, ìkànnì wọn nìyẹn o. Tawa, ìkànnì wọn nìyẹn o. Ọláùnmí, ìkànnì nìyẹn o. And Arise. Bàbá Adejoke yìí is a tanker driver. Màmá ẹ̀, orúkọ ẹ̀ ní Alájà Idiatu. Màmá Alájà wọ́n ń taṣọ ní ọjà Alámùtú ní Mushin, Àsùnwàní l'Ékòó. Kán tó ṣègbéyàwó, wọ́n ń gbé ní Bọ́lọ́run pẹ̀lú ní synagogue l'Ékòó. Tẹ́ bá mọ ẹni yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ ní kí wọ́n tẹ̀ mí láago. Tá bá rẹ́ni tó mọ̀ wọ́n, ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Orúkọ arábìnrin yẹn ni Adejoke. She's a fashion designer. Àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀, ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀, ìkan jẹ́ Adeshina, ìkan jẹ́ Tawa, ìkan jẹ́ Ọláwùmí, ìkan jẹ́ Arise. Bàbá wọn jẹ́ tanker driver. Ìyá wọn Alájà ni wọ́n wọ́n máa ń taṣọ ní àsùwàní ní ọjà alámùtú ní Mushin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Òun àtọkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n jọ ń gbé ní Bọ́lọ́run pẹ̀lú at synagogue church lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá mọ ibi tí arábìnrin yìí wà, ẹ kàn tẹ̀ mí sí aago sí 080. Ẹ má pè, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ text ní kẹ́lẹ́ mọ ibi tí àǹtí Àjọkẹ́ tí wọ́n wà, fashion designer. Nọ́mbà yẹn ni 080-232-42389. 080-232-42389. You need counseling, you are going through a lot, send me a text or WhatsApp. I don't pick calls because of the weight of the work, but I promise you I'm going to reply your message. If you have missed any of my episodes, follow me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Funke Adetuberu. Follow me on Instagram, it's Olufunke Adetuberu. My Facebook, follow me. You will learn so much. You will take all you can. You will can all you take. You will sit on the count to open when you can. There's so much information out there that if you take advantage of them, you will not lack anything good. I promise you that. I said I want to start discussing about children or adults that refuses to seek help. You will see them like this. They are almost dying of their problem and they will keep it to themselves. They will not cry out. You know why? They are adults raised from a dysfunctional home. There are adults raised by parents that are not emotionally matured. There are children raised by people that are not matured, by guardians that are not matured, by uncles, aunties, people that these children, you are a child before you became an adult, that you trusted your life into their hands, or your parent trusts your life into their hands, and they are not matured enough to handle your person, your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses. When a child grew up in that system, that child will not be comfortable to seek help. They are individuals in toxic relationships because their upbringing has shaped them to have this nature. Don't talk. Shh. Don't talk. Don't say anything. Nobody must know what is going on. Cover it, cover it, cover it, cover it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Don't say anything. Don't let people know. When they know, they will shame you. When they know, you'll be ashamed. When they know, people will talk about it. When they know, they will gossip you. Then don't trust. People like that cannot trust a doctor, cannot trust a counselor, cannot trust an account officer. They can't trust a therapist. People that will help them, they won't trust them. Hey. This my daddy that I trusted so much beats my mommy in my presence. This my daddy that I trusted so much brought another woman home. This my daddy that I trusted so much. I have a stepsister that I did not plan for. This my daddy that I trust so much is just a fake daddy. Oh, all of this makes that child not to trust. The reason why people that are raised from this dysfunctional home and settings are stuck in life is because they cannot trust anybody. So from that system, don't talk, don't trust. And sincerely, who will trust a father that lied to her? Who will trust a friend who's supposed to be my daddy that deceived my mother? Who will trust a mother that's supposed to be my mother and cheated on my daddy? Who will trust an uncle or a sibling that is trying to sleep with me when I was young? Who will trust? When you find yourself in that kind of a place, you cannot or you will not want to expose yourself because you have gotten to a place where don't talk, don't trust, and don't feel. Talking about feelings. I've seen people in their whole life, their feelings are so numb. It's like they are not living in this side of life or on this side of life. Let me put it that way. To an extent that if anything is wrong, they are plastic and placid in their look because they came from a dysfunctional homes. That is why you see them, their wives will be crying in their presence. You say, why are you crying? They don't have feelings. They don't have sympathy. They don't have empathy. They are not feeling anything. Is a proof that they are raised from a dysfunctional home. Adults, ability to pregnate a woman, ability to be pregnant for 9 months, but they are toddlers in their emotions. Those are the people that will refuse to seek help even when they are dying because they've been raised, don't talk, don't trust, don't feel. They are adults. In looking at them as adults, you are wondering, oh, I found a man. A lot of women have been deceived. I was doing counseling for a particular woman. She told me, she said, Ma, I met this guy. You will think you have met somebody and he's carrying Bible. Please hear me. Don't let anybody use the Bible or any form of religion, whether it's Bible, whether it's Quran, whether it's any religion. Don't let them use it to manipulate you into trouble. I will insist forever, scream that you should do premarital counseling. When you enter into a wrong marriage, everything about you will be wrong. And emotional wounds is not written on our foreheads. X-ray does not see emotional wounds. It is how you display it to the world, what you act, how you do, don't talk, don't feel, don't trust. That is what we are going to be seeing. People around you say, but boy, why is this so quiet? This person, show me human feelings, sha. Oh, this person, oh, come adake, sha. Hele, come trust anybody. I have a lot of women hearing me now. You don't know anything about your husband. He will never tell you because it's from a home that is very dysfunctional. If you find yourself in all of this, the best solution is seek help. Get a good counselor. Get a therapist. Send me a text. I've helped people in hundreds in this almost 40 years of what I'm doing. Help is always available. Maybe I should ask you one or two questions. Do you find yourself looking at your upbringing and you are telling yourself it's not normal? It's not supposed to be like that. I wasn't raised well. I don't know my mother. I don't know my father. Grandma was the one that did everything. I'm so stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm from a monogamous home, but nobody understands my person. I'm a thinker, I'm a talker, I'm a detailed, I'm a thorough. Aláròjinlẹ̀ ni mí, olófìtótó ni mí, apàṣẹwàá ni mí, ọlọ́yàyà ni mí. Wọn ò mọ̀ mí tọ́, wọn ò mọ̀ bó ṣe lè tọ́ mi. Ayé mi ò yé mi. Irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n á kàn jókòó sójú kan ni pé kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́. A lè ṣe dáadáa ju báyìí lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa bá yí. Kò yẹ kó bá yí. Ọ̀nà àbáyọ wà. Therapy is available. Help is available. Bí ìgbà téèyàn ní ibà ní malaria kó wá ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ṣe sí. There is always a way out. Yorùbá ní téèyàn ò bá wádìí nǹkan kò lè rí díẹ̀. Search, you will find. Ask, it shall be given. Seek, you will find. Knock, the door shall be opened. I have seen people, and it pains me so much when I see people in their old age. The same thing, nothing has changed. And they have privileges, they have opportunities, they have platforms to change. But because they felt, eléyìí ti burú jù. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ ìtàn ayé mi, if you see where I'm coming from, do you know how many times I've taken drugs? Egbògi olóró. Do you know how many times I've been in prostitution? Mo ti ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tí ò yẹ kí n ṣe. Ẹ̀rí ọkàn wá ń jẹ́ mi. Ọkàn mi ò balẹ̀. Mi ò lè ṣe ju báyìí lọ, mi lè kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Hear me. Help is always available. No matter how bad. Maybe you will say this again and again and again. Shame is redeemable. Death is not redeemable. Shame is redeemable. Death is not redeemable. Shame is redeemable. Death is not redeemable. The only thing that is not redeemable is death. Shame can be redeemed. Like clean. And you now turn your mess to your message. You now become a wounded healer. You now become a voice in your generation that wow, tó fi lè la ilé kọjá, tó fi lè lálùyọ, tèmi náà bá là kọjá, màá lálùyọ. I'm telling you, you can be helped. Maybe you are the kind of a person, mo ti sọ ẹyọ kan, mi mọ̀ ya, mi mọ̀ bàbá, orí olórí ọrùn ọlọ́run ẹsẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí n débi tí mo dé. You can't be okay. A child is wired to be raised in love, in peace, in care, in affection, in nurture. When that child does not have that privileged growth and development, the child will grow in an abnormal way. Bí a ṣe dá ẹ̀dá, bá a ṣe mọ ẹ̀dá ni pé kí ọmọ kékeré dàgbà níbi tí ìfẹ́, tí ayọ̀, tí ìdùnnú wà nínú ìdílé, tí ò bá ti sí yẹn, ọmọ yẹn forget it. Ẹ̀yin náà lọmọ yẹn tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ti di adult. Adult children raised by emotionally immature parents. Adult children raised by emotionally immatured parents. When they come to the house like this, gbas, orí yín náà máa fi kẹ̀kọ́já torí pé wọ́n ti yó. Are you raised from a system that your father comes home drunk? When he's drunk, everybody is in trouble. Or your father or your mother have a questionable character that everybody comes to the house and shout, hey! Maybe stealing, doing anything that is making you to have shame. Bí ìgbà tí màmá èèyàn sìn, bóyá ó lọ jalè ń tà. Sometimes when I look into the social media and I see a lot of vices, what goes to my mind straight is, àwọn ọkùnrin yìí dẹ̀ bímọ, obìnrin yìí dẹ̀ bímọ, náà mú ní kámẹ́rà mú pé ó jí nǹkan. Ọkùnrin yìí dẹ̀ bímọ. Ẹnìkan, ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá, ó wà lórí social media. Ó lọ bá ìyàwó oníyàwó tí ì ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe àjọṣepọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ kú síbẹ̀. Ẹni yẹn lọ́mọ. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn báwo náà ṣe máa feel? Àbí ṣé wọ́n ń gbàdúgbò? Bóyá o tiẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi báyìí tó yẹ pé in the neighborhood they have marked your family as àwọn eléyìí tó bá fọ́gò lénìí wọ́n á yaṣọ mọ́ra wọn lọ́rùn lọ́la, ọlọ́pàá máa wá kó wọn lọ́tùnla. If you are raised from such a system, sincerely, you are not okay. Check your background, trace it, face it, erase it and start replacing it. Check your background. Níbo lo ti ń bọ̀? Níbo náà ti jù ẹ́ sílẹ̀? Níbo náà ti já ẹ bọ́? Young man, a prince. They named ìgbà tán bí, they gave him a name, the one that destroys shame. His name is Mephibosheth. They had visions. They had dreams. Ó lè pe ọmọ ní orúkọ kan kó má ti rò wípé nǹkan kan súnmọ́ orúkọ yẹn. Yorùbá ní ilé là ń wò ká tó sọmọ lórúkọ. Before a child is named, they must have thought of the name. They must have looked at the circumstances that surrounds the birth of that child. So looking at Mephibosheth, they knew shame was hanging around. Wọ́n wá ní eléyìí ó bá ṣe bí yìí, Olúwa mú shame kúrò ni. The one that destroys shame is Mephibosheth. Ẹlòmíì Olúṣẹ́gun torí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ogun wà. Ẹlòmíì Àbáyọ̀mí torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń yọ àwọn. Give names. Olúwa ló fún mi kẹ́ lélẹ́yìí. Oríṣiríṣi orúkọ for a reason. But what happened is, when war broke out, ìgbà tí wàhálà dé, the nurturer, ẹlòmíì màmá ẹ̀ ní nurturer, ẹlòmíì bàbá ẹ̀ ní nurturer, nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ bí tó ti ń sá lọ pé ogun dé, he dropped him. and the man was crippled both feet. The one that destroys shame now became shame. His first name is Shame, second name is Shame, third name is Shame. Talking about him is Inogije. How do I call Inogije? Appendix, Tó máa ń pèèyàn. Shame, no máa pè. They call him Shame because that is who his life represents. Unfortunately for him, he was dumped in a place where he would not even have therapy, counseling. Where is that place? In Lodebo, the house of Mika. I don't know where you are dropped. Maybe somebody has dropped you anywhere. Bóyá ò tiẹ̀ drop lélẹ̀ àbí ẹlòmíì orí àkìtàn ti gbé. Dropped you in the mud. On the refuse dump, they dumped you there. Maybe government, somebody just picked you. Ẹlòmíì ó lè jà lẹ́nu rọra gbé pé èmi tí mo ti wá mọ látijọ́ ẹ bá ń gbé. You were taken to be nurtured. You can't be okay. I tell people, hear me, let me digress today. Some of you who are thinking of, I will adopt a child. Please, when you are adopting a child, do therapy for that child. Adopted children have issues. Don't say, kémi náà tiẹ̀ nìkan, kí nǹkan tiẹ̀ bímọ. Please. I'm not saying you should not be adopting children. Please do. Make sure you take that child for counseling, for therapy. Your psychologist, your counselor, your therapist will help you to dig out some pus on you in the life of that child and present that child to you as a blessing to your life and to your investments, because raising children, rearing and bearing is a lot of work. Then you'll be proud of who the child becomes. You will be proud of who that child will become in life. If you don't do that, it's already an explosive bomb. Kò lè work because all of us, we are wired emotionally, psychologically. If one is not treated mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, and treat ara wa, why are we running away from emotional treatments? Seek help. Help is always available. Don't forget, help is available. I will say it again. You can be helped. You have been given all that pertain to life and godliness. Put yourself in a place of humility and submission and say, Otito ge, I can't continue with this lifestyle. Mo ti kọ́ gbogbo ilé mi sí bí apalo. Mo ti fi gbogbo ayé mi sí ẹ̀yìn pálí tán sọ pé smokers are liable to die young. I've put all my life into this. I can't continue. Please help me. If you want help, help is available. I'm intentionally saying this because I know that some of you ti sú yín kàn mọ̀ pé ẹni tó lè ràn yín lọ́wọ́ wà. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that has taken time to listen to Shematters of today. I sincerely appreciate you, and I want you to know that you can reach out to me on this number. Please don't call the number. I don't pick calls. Send a text, WhatsApp, voice note to 080 232 42389. 080 232 42389. If you send me that message, I promise I'm going to reply you. Some of you are listening now. Go to my Instagram handle. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. Facebook, follow me. YouTube, like, subscribe, and share this information to everyone that you know that need to get this information to their heart. Thank you so much for listening. On behalf of Dr. Nkajwela Ifele, I say God bless you. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.